Hello all of you metalheads, guys and girls! Let's talk about metal and the top 50 of the best album of 2024. We are now at number 20 and we will go up to number 11 today. Let's start off with Hordon Hogan from Germany with their album The Order of Fear. And this is a great power metal album. Maybe their best. Seriously, I love to death that album. It has grown on me all the year, and I did an interview with Stephen Wusso, the bass player. It was really interesting, except he was in his car and
the sound was shit.
But what can we do? We had to afford, and that album sounds so great with the lead guitar tone is magnificent. A lot of wonderful solo. Sebastian Liverman on vocals sounds better than ever. All the chorus are so catchy and so pompous. I really like that album. My favorite track is the opening track, Kings of the Underworld, but they have two lengthy tracks at the end of the album. Don't miss those. Yes. Next one is number 19 is Cognizance with Fantasine. They are from England and they are playing technical death metal with like a little bit of deathcore, especially in the vocals. Now that's a funny cover of Scrapbooking. Look at that. Oh, beautiful Pope. I really like the humor on that cover art, and there's no humor in their music. It's very serious tech death. They are playing as L. David DePoyle. What a sick performance on drums, one of the best of the year. The riffs are complex, really interesting all the way through. A lot of surprises along the way. If you liked Job for Cowboy, you will probably love that album a lot. So, favorite track, The Towering Monument. What a great name for a song. Next one is number 18. It's Manticora from Denmark and their album Exilium. Dark power metal with some death metal riffing thrown in the mix and some growl vocals as well. Really deep growl vocals. But the main vocalist, Lars Larson, has such a unique tone with his voice. You recognize him after he sings like 2 seconds. This album is really intense, but there's a lot of strong, beautiful melodies as well. Great soloing, a lot of bass drumming also. Mamont is probably my favorite, but the title track is out of this world with his melody. So yeah, great power metal album. Next one is the classic band Nile from South Carolina with The Underworld Awaits Us All for sure. And Carl Sanders did a chat with me earlier a few months ago, and it was so interesting to talk with him, and we will probably do another interview talking about all his albums. So it will be quite interesting. I need to catch up with him, but we talked about that. Anyway, this album is a mammoth of an album, and it's a statement that Nile is still a strong act in death metal. That album is slightly progressive. You have songs from 2 minutes up to almost 9 minutes. You have all the ingredients. George Collius is a fucking monster. One of the top drumming performance of the year for sure. One of my favorite is reinventing himself again on that album. You have 2 instrumental tracks. The Egyptian feel is still there. There's a little bit of technical elements. Wow, it's a great album. Magnificent production, bombastic. My favorite track is probably the title track. Next one, number 16, is Guerrilla from Portugal with their album Coma. It's black metal, but it's melodic, but not melodic in a way that you have lead guitar playing that much. You have lead guitar, but it's more that they will like play chords in a way that it sounds like a melody, but they will not play solos or things like that. It's an album that is straightforward, into your face, short songs like 3, 4, 5 minutes top. Every single song on that album is you need to hear that. A lot of blast beat, one of the greatest production of the year. My favorite track is the closing track, Kingdom of Thorns. Love it. Yes. So, number 15 is the band Butcher from Belgium with their album On Fall of Tyrant Wings. And if you like Hell Ripper, you will love Butcher. But sometimes they are even faster. So they are playing speedy black thrash metal. And the last album was unbelievable. And this one is one of the probably the best album in that genre, subgenre of the year. I love all theatrical, the vocalist sounds. He has a really distinctive voice. Sometimes he reminds me of Rob Alford, but dirtier, and he can go low and high, a lot of raspiness into his voice. And there's a song with all growl vocals like death metal. The Maiden influences are all over the place. Energetic riffs all the way through. Great album. Favorite track is An Ending in Fire, the 9 minutes track. Unbelievably good track. Next one is number 14 is Nectopphobia from Germany with their album Through the Stars. And it's melodic black death metal. Love that album because there's so many great riffs. Love the vocalist. He has a great like half black half death metal vocal. The last song, Voyager 1, or in French, Voyager numéro 1. Eh ben, it's pure bliss, that song. Because there's an atmospheric black metal side to this one. It sounds a little bit like Helderwind and Heldamar. Really great track. That's my favorite, but all the tracks, it's a little bit under 40 minutes. You want to push play right after it, that song is finished. Number 13, we are going into a completely different realm. It's the band Sbur from Greece with their album Manifesto. They did their debut album in 2016, and it's the follow-up 8 years after. They are playing progressive metal. If you like the soloing of John Petrucci, you will love the soloing of Gus Drax. He mixes like kind of Michael Romeo riffs with a lot of influences by Petrucci, but he has also his own style. His tone is unbelievably godly. I love that, and he has really crunchy rhythm section as well. The album sounds powerful. The vocalist Vasilis has a strong voice, very emotional in the vein of Roy Khan ex Camelot. He plays in Conception. Very good album. All killers, no fillers. Although Lies is probably my favorite, but quite difficult to say. Next one is number 12. It's Andy Gillian with Exilium. Nice fucking album of melodic death metal, and he has symphonic elements. If you love the last Mors Principium Est, the last original material by the band, he had written that album, and he had written the last 4 Mors Principium Est album. The last one is 7, but this one he's all by himself with the drummer of Psychroptic. Wow, what an incredible riffy album. A lot of different things on this one. The tone of lead guitar is incredible. The solos, a lot of sweep picking, a lot of energy. The symphonic elements are inserted for a good cause. It's not all over all the songs, just when it needs to. Avenging the Fallen's probably my favorite, but it's so difficult. All killers again. Last album is by the band Bloodhorn. They are from 4 different countries. The mastermind who has written all the songs is Niels Corbaron. He's more known in his band Sirenia or Drop Dead Chaos. Oh my god, what a slice of power metal. It's speedy, it's really aggressive. Mike Levas on vocals. He's from Greece. He plays in another band called Silent Water. And his voice is out of this world. It's like Rob Alford mixed with Cowboys from Hell era Phil Anselmo. A lot of power, a lot of grit, and wow, the hooks are to die for. The blistering solos on that with a lot of melodies. Wow, God Won't Come is probably my favorite, but yeah, all good too. So that's it for this slice of the top 50. Tomorrow I will be releasing the top 10. And what are your best album on this 10 selections today? And which one did you not know about? Is there any albums on this list that you didn't know about until now? I suggest you to take a shot at them. So I will see you tomorrow. Have a banger of a day, and let's grow this fucking community. Cheers!